On Thursday Night Football, we have, what was it, 6, 7 home teams that won their games today, this week. 3 road teams won their games today. And that closes out the early window, and the witching hour is 3 for 3, ladies and gentlemen, in 2022. Okay, we've got this game to show you for a little while, and then in 6 minutes, we'll have 3 more late afternoon kickoffs, including Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. You can take a quick break if you want, but don't go anywhere. Every touchdown from every game rolls on.
He is, and again,
every touchdown from every game rolls on.
He is, and again, going back to just Lawrence and his development, this guy has everything that you're looking for. You know, he's the answer at quarterback, and to me, you just don't trust that with an experiment like you had last season. You know, Doug Peterson, the West Coast offense, these guys are some of the best when it comes to training and developing young quarterbacks.
On first down, this is Etienne. Etienne looking for running room, gets across the 30. Out to about the 31, down to A.J.
There's another component to the end of the Patriots-Ravens game, and it's Mac Jones and his health. Mac Jones threw an interception in desperation mode at the end. Marcus Peters comes up with the interception, but look at Mac Jones going to the sideline, absolutely hobbling, not putting any pressure on his left leg. The athletic trainer's coming out to him. Oh, boy. And a concerned, pained look on Mac Jones's face. That was in the final minute and 50 seconds of the game. We were so busy with the drama in the Minnesota game. Oh, boy. That left leg got crumpled up, rolled up on from behind as he released that football. We're on for another 3+ hours here on NFL Red Zone. We'll try and get you word if any comes out of Foxborough on Mac Jones and what happened to him and if there is any early diagnosis to the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots. Whew, deep breath, gather ourselves. One game and one game only going on right now in the National Football League. This is it, and in 5 minutes, 4 more kicks.
They'll give it to Robinson, and Robinson does not look like he made it. He's still a yard short. And this time they won't go for it on fourth down. The punting unit comes on the field.
Well, there was a big emphasis this year. Brandon Staley, in year 2, really wanted to upgrade the defense. And where does it start? It starts up front. They couldn't stop the run last year, so they went out, they got big inside. We know they brought in Khalil Mack on the edge to pair with Joey Bosa, but they are tough to move inside, and so far this year, they have been excellent in stopping the run.
Logan Cook kicks it away. DeAndre Carter inside his own 10-yard line. He can scoop. But he got tripped up and brought down at about the 15-yard line by Daniel Thomas, third-year man out of Auburn.
As we gather ourselves, and they'll take a commercial timeout, Justin Herbert will come on the field, not known whether or not he took a pain-killing injection to be able to play with that rib cartilage injury that was reportedly on the table for the Chargers quarterback should he elect to play today. Active and playing. We'll get you back to Los Angeles when they come out of commercial break. So looking ahead to the late window games, Buccaneers with their home opener. There hasn't been a game in Raymond James Stadium since the preseason. Well, somebody forgot to bring out the bug spray. That's a hive of bees gathered under the goalpost. What are we doing? Somebody run out to the hardware store. A little $5 purchase here. Get a can, open it up. The beehive in the humidity of the Gulf Coast of Florida. The game time temperature, 87 degrees, humid, really no wind. I'm not a beekeeper myself, but apparently that's perfect bee weather. I don't know. Someone looking for some honey by halftime there. Well, they'll get that cleared away, and we'll get you back to live action in just a moment. You want to go to the early scores here, guys? Let's take a look at, or this is the late scores here. So here are the games that are kicking off in about 3 minutes on NFL Red Zone. The 4:25 Eastern kickoffs. The Atlanta Falcons in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Seattle 1-1, Falcons 0-2. Divisional matchup in the NFC West. The Los Angeles Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. We started the day by telling you everybody in the NFC West is 1-1. And then the aforementioned Packers at Buccaneers, Bucks, one of those 2-0 teams trying to become 3-0, which 2 teams were able to do today. The Philadelphia Eagles are 3-0. The Miami Dolphins are 3-0. Let's also flash back to one of the biggest upsets of the day, and that was Indianapolis. Winless Indy taking out 2-0 Kansas City. The last-minute, last-second touchdown from Matt Ryan that put the Colts ahead, and eventually the Chiefs would run out of time and run out of plays on the field. 20-7 the final. After the game, Matt Ryan stopped to talk with NFL Media's James Palmer.
We just made a few plays. I mean, it was tough sledding most of the game. But Frank did a great job, not rushing the tempo, but pushing it when we needed to, staying patient, having some runs in there too to kind of get us yards. But, fires me up. We had 2 rookies make huge plays for us right there. Alec Pierce on the sideline to kind of get us that first down, and Jelani at the end of the game with the touchdown. I'm fired up. Those young guys, it breeds confidence when you make plays at the end of games. That's going to be huge for us moving forward.
You mentioned you were fired up, and you mentioned moving forward. You guys start the first 2 games winless. You hinted at your locker this week that you maybe had to get on some guys. What did you do and the leaders of this team do this week to make sure you were ready for a big opponent in the Chiefs?
I think you tighten things up, but you don't get uptight. I think that's the biggest thing. And we still got a lot of things we can, clean up. We're going to be better as we move forward, and we got to get them corrected. But I thought we were a little bit tighter today, and that's going to help us. But you got to cut it loose, too. You got to play loose, and that's kind of the double-edged sword. So we have to have great focus, got to enjoy what we're doing. I think we got a really good team.
It seems like you are enjoying what you're doing. I saw you.
Well, Matt Ryan, a sweet victory for the veteran, his first as an Indianapolis Colts quarterback. 1-1-1, Indianapolis' record after 3 weeks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. We're waiting on the kickoffs of the 3 remaining late window games. We just had Justin Herbert with his 3rd pass attempt of the day. As we'll go triple box, we'll check back in on Justin Herbert. He's in the game and looking reasonably well. When we go triple box, the Green Bay Packers will boot it away to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Perhaps the last time ever Brady versus Rodgers in the NFL. The kickoff in the Cardinals game goes into the end zone. Kyler Murray will begin at the 25-yard line. And in the Pacific Northwest, beautiful day in Seattle, it would appear. That kickoff goes into the end zone. Geno Smith will begin with it on his 25-yard line. A lot of receivers banged up. Julio Jones is inactive for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You see Scotty Miller there. They just signed Cole Beasley. That was actually Cole Beasley on the sideline. Scotty Miller. Some of the other backup wide receivers have to step up today for Tom Brady. Let's listen in.
And so here are Brady and the Bucs. Baker looking to throw, going deep, and he's got a big completion on first down to Rashad Perriman up top into Green Bay territory.
We saw Rashad Perriman come in last week when Mike Evans got kicked out of the game for the fight with Lattimore. He's making his presence felt here today. Play action with Brady. This run game has been such a focus. It's been such an emphasis here with this Tampa offense. A little uncharacteristic compared to the last few years. With the early threat of run, opened up that early completion to Perriman.
Gonna run it here to Fournette. Nothing on the left, cuts up the middle, makes a nice move, and Leonard Fournette is gonna have a 5-yard gain.
First update from the Seahawks and the Falcons. Geno Smith going to hand it off. The Seahawks come into the day last in average rushing yards in the NFL, but Rashad Penny with a strong 10-yard carry to begin the offensive day for the home team. One more look at it here. Penny picking his hole. There was a little bit of space on the left. Cuts back to the right. Gets a first down, Seattle.
Here another handoff. Fournette jetting to the outside. And Leonard Fournette is close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short for Tom Brady. At 45 years old, coming in and doing what he did last year, leading the league in passing. And this year, it's kind of hard to believe. The Bucs are 2-0, but they've only scored 2 offensive touchdowns in 2 games.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing this style, necessarily over the years, especially in the Brady era here in Tampa. It's been such a prolific, kind of high potency offense here in Tampa, but they've gotten off to a slow start.
3rd and 1, look to run, and Fournette is not going to get there. He is stacked up. And it's going to be 4th and less than a yard.
What Tom tell us this week when we talked to him, he said,
Los Angeles with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run with it, toss it out to Austin Eckler. No room. Good job by the Jags defense, but Chargers have not been able to run the ball much either. The Chargers are averaging 2.7 yards per carry. That is last in the NFL. They've been stopped for 0 or negative yards. 15 of 55 running plays coming into today. It will be a Charger punt in that game.
Brady going that way, has a completion and a catch. Welcome to Tampa Bay, Cole Beasley. You've been here for 10 minutes, you get a first down.
yeah, they broke the huddle. That ball was going to Cole Beasley. He's got one-on-one matchup in the slot. It's just a choice route. He's going to run based off of Rasul Douglas, the nickel cornerback's leverage. He's head-to-head. He knows he's just going to break out. That's pitch and catch. Tom Brady said, it feels like I've been thrown to this guy for 20 years. He's been here for 3 days.
Man, nice catch, too, stretching out. Longtime Cowboy with the Bills for the last few years. 82 catches last season. Out of the eye, it's a fake. Brady lofting it far side. He's got a completion. Kyle Rudolph, the veteran tight end. He's been inactive the first 2 games in there here today. And we talked about the offense only scoring 2 touchdowns from that side of the ball. Listen, offensive line-wise, only Tristan Wirfs is the returning starter from last year. They're banged up. Walton's their 3rd left tackle now.
Yeah, and I think that's part of it, right? The turnover on the offensive line is something we haven't seen here since Tom Brady came in 2020. They've had such consistency up front. But he's also out a lot of weapons, right? Julio Jones, the new addition, Mike Godwin, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans.
Good throwing that. Dancing and spinning and working his way down to the 20.
Impressive opening drive so far for the Bucs. We'll get you right back to Tampa. Here was a 3rd and 2 for Kyler Murray. Well, that's a couple of veterans battling there. A.J. Green, Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey able to get a hand on it, bat that ball away. So 4th down, Arizona punts, low snap, and the ball is blocked. Blocked punt. It's Michael Hoyt on the block. Ball gets deflected in the air. Rams jump on top of it, and it's the ball in plus territory immediately for Sean McVay's guys. McVay has basically owned Arizona since he's been Rams head coach. 10-1 is McVay's record head-to-head against the Cardinals, including the playoffs.
Devondre Campbell read it all the way in a beautiful play for Green Bay.
So much of this defense is predicated on open field tackling. You're going to know.
All right, Bucs in scoring distance. Seattle has worked the ball into the red zone. We're going to bring in the Seahawks in just a second. Now the Rams have moved to the 20-yard line as well. We're going to have 3 games in or at the red zone momentarily.
There he is at fullback.
Henderson the carry, and Henderson slips through a tackle, gets down to the 14-yard line, a pickup of 6 as we check out the rest of this Rams.
Bottom of the screen in the triple box here. Tom Brady ready to take the 3rd and 5 snap at the 21-yard line. Pump fake. Brady. Oh, I thought he was going to step out of the sack, but then he does go down, and that's going to force a Buccaneers punt after what had been a pretty advanced drive for Tampa Bay. Gets shut down on the quarterback sack. Upper right-hand corner, Geno Smith and the Seahawks inside of the 20-yard line. Same can be said about Matthew Stafford and the L.A. Rams offense. Geno takes the shotgun snap. Stafford under center. Geno incomplete. Stafford to Cooper Kupp. Catch, first down, 1st and goal, Los Angeles Rams. Bottom of the screen, Ryan Suckup, who has hit 6 field goals, tied for the league lead coming into week 3. On a nice day to kick in Tampa, does his job, and the Buccaneers draw first blood. 3-0 Tampa Bay in that contest on the Gulf Coast. Here comes 1st and goal, and then 2nd down upcoming, actually 4th down upcoming for the Seahawks, who are bringing out the field goal unit.
2 catches already for 20 yards.